my art supplies. I got this shelf and it's such a great organizer. It's a restaurant type shelf. So today we're gonna talk about, this is my studio. This painting is for sale on my website. Anyway, today I would like to paint this still life. So I'm gonna try to kind of be quiet and just do some art. I'm holding my camera phone in my hand, so keep that in mind when it gets all crazy and wobbly. My tripod's gonna arrive tomorrow. So I'm using Caran d'Ache Noir Black, and it is I think it's called Museum Aquarelle pencil. So obviously it's a water soluble colored pencil, and they come in a set. I got the huge set because I love them. They're just fantastic. Here's my pastels. This is my desk. This is my desk. You can check that out. Anyway, back to the art. So they come in so many colors, but this black is going to be nice because it's going to be a water-soluble outline. And as you know, black is a good shadow color for red, and these are going to be red. Beautiful red. Look how pretty these are. All right. Okay, and then we're missing this guy here. Kind of like that. And I'm going to fix the shape of this. See, it doesn't matter if you make mistakes. It's okay. Adds a little character. I can kind of see a line through there. I can kind of see a line through there, which makes this part darker. Okay, now some magic. I love my Tupperware water thing. This water is not that dirty. It's not as dirty as it looks. And if I don't like it, check this out. Okay. Shift this one over. Voila. Get that one out of the way. Okay. So I think I'm going to start just by getting this wet. I think I'll just be quiet and paint. How's that? If I have any tips or thoughts that I think you should know, I'll pipe in. Okay. I have these airtight gouache palettes that I love. I'm going to just sketch in some of this lighter stuff right now. This is not going to be a long video. I'm going to also do some base white stuff and let this dry real quick, because these are going to be nice highlights. You just kind of use your best judgment. Okay. Now let's get in there with some dark red stuff. Again, this is gouache. So far, so gouache. Now this black, excuse me, this black is going to activate. You see, like so. So I want that activated. so I get a difference in a value. Back to more reds, because it's very blackish. Especially up there, it's really dark. I'll kind of avoid those white areas for now. Well, no, I won't. I'm going to take that through there. Okay. Kind of get a different red. And that, and that, and just kind of, like I said, kind of just sketching things in, basically. And, sorry, and most of this is going to be gouache because of this wonderful deep red color I can get on top of this background that I've prepped, by the way. I use all kinds of paints to prep. This was a Daniel Smith watercolor stick and some, I don't know what that other bluish color was in the background, but I was just testing things and I just ended up making a background. Okay, now I'm going to go to my watercolor and work with a little of this ivory because I don't want it to be all thick with the gouache right there. So I'm going to go like that. I don't want to start piling up a bunch of layers that are going to get all murky later. So this way, I think the watercolor will be a nice touch right here. But I'm liking the black. See how it's kind of blending right there? That's okay. Now I put this nice blue on here because I really like the color. So in my gouache, I think I'm going to go with kind of a mix here. Sort of an aqua blue gouache. Let's get some white with that. I have two whites here because one of them I get really dirty and one of them I try to keep kind of white for highlights and things like that. Okay, so, and I'll leave the shadow area. Here's it's same in this pan. I have one I get dirty and one I don't. All right. This is just how I paint. Everybody do your own style, but this is what I do sometimes. I had to tape this on here because the clips wouldn't fit. Now, how I finish things is just feeling. Like if I feel like I don't want to make this into a table, then I don't. I'll leave it. Okay, then back to cleaning off the brush. And I want to dive in now and finish this red. And I'm going to use this most vivid red to finish this. Because I love this red. I'm just in the mood for this red today. And you might cover some things up that you thought were kind of cool and lose some things. You know, that's typical. You know, you add and subtract and take risks. That's just the nature of painting. But I find that if you predetermine and try to think too far ahead with what you're going to do, it can become a boring piece. So you don't want to overthink things. You want to just be spontaneous no matter what your style is. Unless you're doing a clear illustration and you want it to stay an illustration, like realism, say, or photorealism. I'm not a big photorealism person, though doing detail-y stuff sometimes is really fun. Okay, now pretty much the only thing I don't like is that my little thing here isn't showing up very good, so we'll fix that somehow. I think black to the rescue. Now I'm going to use some black gouache right here because I need some detailing right here that's thick. See? So I can get in there and do that. Okay. Now, sure, use your finger if you need to, if you're comfortable with that. So some of these highlights are this beautiful red. I'm gonna even take a little marigold and see what happens with that to get some of these highlights. Orangey, because it kind of has an orange brightness right there. Oops. Down there, you see these little touches. Boom. So, you know, one-handed, making a video, trying to make things work while I'm making a video. Not bad. So last but not least, usually I will save the highlights for last. So now I want to dip into the so-called pure white zone here, which is not pure white, so whatever, good enough. And then I'll do my little highlights wherever I see them. See, they've got one there, one there, one there. So highlight time. Boom. Couple right here. Boom, boom, boom. I got some black on there. Highlight. Wet. When you do wet on wet, you're going to have some issue sometimes. Boom. That's with gouache, that's so beautiful because you can just cover. Okay, so boom. I'm seeing things there and there. Now last I want to put, once again I'm going to go over this lip of this picture because I want it to look like a picture. Okay, so basically that's your work right there to there. Oh, you know, something that I want to add is shadow. So I'm going to just grab a new brush and get some, basically some ultramarine here. Ultramarine blue gouache, and kind of leave some of the green because I think it's interesting, but kind of make my shadow zones there because that way it'll really pop out. Okay, watch my other videos. I'm new, so do subscribe or subscribe, and that's it. We'll sell this on my website, cramolini.com. Thanks for watching.